Okay, here, line 6 in the 6th place. Yeah. A safe place is found. This is the specific theme for this year, for this next 2 months. Safe place is found. Stay there and wait for the storm to pass. To disturb things now will only make matters worse. Be calm. Don't complain. Count your blessings. The storm persists, but it will not be forever. Will not last forever. Wait for the right time before you act. The storm is passing, but difficulties have not. Others will ask for help. One will share what one has. So you got a certain theme that's going on for now to December 24th. And then in December 24th, it would switch from there's lightning, one stands under tree danger, one must move to a more appropriate place. Your feet will get soiled, your clothes will get wet. This is a convenience, but you will live to see another day. Minimize complaints. So as you go into the where he's going to for the 2 months after New Year's, that's the point of change. That's where things are shocking, exciting, and changing. Okay, so this is metaphor. The I Ching is metaphors. It gives you these metaphors, but they're so appropriate within the context of this 1 degree of his progressed sun. It's not the outer world, it's his inner attitude going on while the outside world is going on. Okay, now from here, going down to the fine-tuned one, it's hexagram 63, and I have to get a different book for that. That's winter. These are all tools. You don't always use them. You don't have to use them, but they're extra add-ons, and it's good to know you can go here to get extra advice and to get extra insights around, especially with the progressions, which are symbolic to begin with. So we got to go to 63. It's Aquarius. We are. Oops. So this is the a little bit bigger here, so we're going to get the whole page on maybe. Yeah, okay. So here's Aquarius, and this is a special hexagram in the Holy Ching. Odd lines are all in the odd, solid lines are in the odd places, broken lines are in places to place of perfect harmony, perfect balance. So it's water above, fire below, but they're not combating each other. They're merged in the most harmonious way. Water above, fire below, storm clouds above, lightning below. The danger can be seen. There's a right way and a wrong way. One can find the correct way to solve problems. Discrimination without and clarity within. That's right now. Okay, in his life, in his world, this is a piece of advice really intimately there from his progressions that will be useful for him. The image, the danger is passing. It continues to snow. The way is becoming clear. Movement is appropriate. One's behavior does not deviate, not a moment out of order, not a movement out of order, not a pause without composure. What appears simple is difficult to achieve. What appears difficult will be easily dealt with. One meets criticism with praise and praise with criticism. So this is sort of the inflection of this energy going on within. Well, obviously the change was imminent. He had to wait. It's be ready to make the move. And now at the end of this, there's 6 stages. There'll be 6 lines every 10 days talking about how to move. So it starts with line 6. So the mutable signs in the last half of the fixed signs always count from the top 6 down to 1, whereas the cardinal signs, they start from the line 1 and they go count up to 6. So we've got to go up to 6 to start. Here we go. Most people don't know you can do these things with astrology even. So it's actually, sometimes it's mind-blowing. Sometimes it's just, okay, just extra insight, but you have it there to go to. So right now it's in line 6 until November 3rd. We passed that, that's right now. So this was, this is that's 23rd to November 3rd. There's 2 that have passed. So no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. One embraces peace and harmony, one will sleep well. Critical insight, one is concerned about what is appropriate and about setting the right example. One will learn from one's mistakes. There is no need to interfere. Be patient. One pauses to consider the implications of what has been achieved and what is not. Nothing to be done that can't be done better tomorrow. No blame. So that was the 23rd of October to November 3rd. It's a real work to be able to integrate all these layers and see these levels working into each other. I just do it. I'm doing it like I do it. I go through one step, and I'm relating it in my imagination, my mind to what's going on. And if I run across something here that might be really a useful insight, I may take the extra half hour in a session and go over this with someone. But usually, this is if someone's studying it, you're studying it, so he's studying this, so going over this is useful for him to see right now. Okay, in the fifth place. Okay, this is from November 3rd to November 13th. Decisive initiative, one acts to reward the worthy and to educate the unworthy. Movement out of the abyss. Loud noises will scare away thieves. One works to improve difficulties. In a position of authority, one must face many obstacles and do what is unpleasant. One is firm and keeps the welfare of others at heart. No blame. So that's been the last few weeks. I get to right now, which is November 13th to November 23rd. We're right in this now. Surrounded by liars and thieves. Temptations. Do not encourage anything that would harm others. Gentleness can reach even the most hardened hearts. Water must be shared. One must be moderate about what goes in and what comes out of the mouth. One looks twice before one steps. One accepts advice without contention. One aligns with others to solve problems. No blame. So these are the pieces of advice for this couple of weeks. So that you get 10-day pieces of advice on this finest level. Sometimes you can just come to this finest level hexagram and just look up the line, and it's useful. You don't always have to see it in context with the others, but normally you have this one theme for the whole year and you're working down. So when you're working at, once you've done that first work, you're just working with these 10-day levels. These 10 days are 1 minute and 40 seconds of a degree, really small. Okay, but the sun in a chart occupies 30 to 31 minutes of a degree. Half a degree on a wheel of a chart, half a degree is the size of your sun. In that half a degree, there's room for 218 Earths, if you're going to put them in. Like, that's how small the Earth is compared to the sun. So we're looking at symbols of these really huge things that we're seeing as really tiny things looking at it from Earth. So, okay, this was in the fourth place, yeah. So this is going on right now. So it's saying you don't mess with liars, deceivers, whatever. Don't encourage harmful things. It's a good time to be quiet, be moderate about what you're doing, and aligning with others to solve problems rather than trying to just do it oneself. Next week, on the 23rd, it moves into line 3. Guided by what is right, one moves on. Many difficulties, many dangers. Take the initiative. Do not explain. To be discriminating about nourishment is appropriate. In the midst of difficulties and personal inconvenience, one acts dutifully. The problems of others are lessened. The situation will improve. No blame. So that's the next 2 weeks. Or that's up to the third place. That goes up to December 4th. Second place is from December 4th to the 14th. One does not act. One stays out of harm's way. One aligns with good people and avoids the bad. Second place, return from a dangerous precipice. To stay would be folly. Do not draw attention to yourself. Just move away. In the midst of difficulties, one pauses to gain composure. No blame. So these are the 3 different takes. The first take is based on the I Ching itself and the lines within the hexagrams, and this is the older traditional logic. The second one is based on, like the pentan, it's on the hexagram for the line, the hexagram line, youthful folly, for the hexagram that would be there for this line of that hexagram. And the third one is based on the pentan. So the 3 things come together. I was just going to read one, but I end up reading all 3 anyways. when I did the book, I was just going to do the one, but I ended up having to put all three together because it just makes sense. So from December 14th to the 24th, over the solstice, one acts but hurts no one. Good fortune. Working to improve, take care of the small things, and the big things will take care of themselves. There are difficulties ahead. One sees clearly and moves firmly. One will not cling to the unworthy. No blame. So it's looking better and better as we're going through the next month. So it depends what he's involved in, what's happening right now, how acutely he's living in the moment, or even within the 10 days. Sometimes we're concerned about things we're worrying about things over years, and we're not even thinking about the day-to-day. This is in the day-to-day, in your spirit. These are things that affect your personal meditation day-to-day. Yeah, so the names of the I Ching, the traditional names, they're made for divination. Like this one is, the traditional name for this one was after completion. I have brackets appropriateness because they're all in the appropriate lines, but I'm working on a whole new set of astrological names. These would, you get all these divinational names, and everything's put in by opposites, so very dramatic and extreme, and they work when you ask a question, you get answers, you get a symbolical. So when you're working with astrology, some of the names are a little too negative, and they need to. So I'm working on a more astrological name for each of the hexagrams, so that the progressions will be seen more clearly how they work. But it's there in the metaphors and in the stories. It's just it can be guided a little bit better. So that's coming. Hopefully I have that next year. Okay, it takes a few hours reflection to even consider what name would be appropriate for each hexagram. So that's just a work in progress that's going on. But okay, so that's exactly on time, and we're just done. I think that's the end of where we are. Yep, we're at the end of the class. Okay, right on time this time. Kind of amazing. Okay, thanks. I'll see you next week. Okay.